Well, alright, I'm all finished with doing the front brake repair on my 77 C10. Got both sides done. This is the passenger side. Come over here. Got the driver's side done. And just a little recap, those are at least the rotors that were on the truck when I bought it. I think somebody replaced them at some point. I took them in and had the rotors turned. I got new calipers. The pads were still good. As you can see, still a lot of meat left on those pads. So I didn't replace the pads, I just took them out, cleaned them up, and also did a new flex lines, brake lines on both sides. And I also, you saw in that one video, I had to remake one of the hard lines from the proportioning valve to the passenger side flex line. So now that's all done, and I'm going to come in here and grease up my ball joints and my tie rod ends. These are, I'm not going to mess with these right now. They're kind of borderline as far as needing to be replaced, and if I'm able to keep this truck, it's kind of a bit of a long story, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have room to work on this truck in the coming months. So unfortunately I may have to sell it, but I'm going to do my best to keep the truck. And if I do keep it, then I'm going to very likely, you know, I'll continue the restoration and I'll continue making videos. But if I get to keep the truck, I plan on putting a lowering kit on it, and at which time that's when I'll do the replace the ball joints and replace tie rod ends. And of course it'll come with new shocks, and I'll probably get upper control arms. You can kind of see right there, all my control arm bushings are completely shot. That might be a little dark, but they're all pretty rotted out. They all look like that one. So deal with that at the same time too. But for now, the only thing left is, like I said, I'll come in here and grease up some of the moving parts, and the only thing left to do is to bleed the brakes. And I'm not going to do that at the moment because I'm going to start working on the rear. I'm going to do, I'll inspect the brakes, see if anything needs to be replaced, see if the drums need to be turned, but particularly I want to replace the rear wheel bearings. Those people always seem to neglect rear wheel bearings on any vehicle. So if you get an old truck or an old car or any old project, I recommend doing the rear wheel bearings, because they're often neglected. They're often the original that came with the vehicle. So if the vehicle's 40 years old, then you got 40-year-old wheel bearings, and when those fail, they tend to lock up. So it's a good idea to get in there and replace those. So I'll do a brake bleeding tutorial when I get around to doing the rear brakes and everything. But for now, the front brakes are totally finished, and I'll come in here and I'll grease up, like I said, grease up all the moving parts, and put the wheels and tires back on, and then I'll get started doing the rear. So keep an eye out for you know, 77 Chevy C10 rear brake repair. So I appreciate y'all watching.